Hello, this is John Lee, and in this video, I'm going to give you the one lesson that I learned that helped my business go from 0 to multiple 7-figure businesses. Now watch this. So, I better do that so it looks a little bit more clear. So these are eyeballs, right? So the eyeballs need to look at your shop. One of the things I realized is all because you have a website, all because you have a shop, doesn't mean that people are automatically going to come into your shop and start consuming your products and services. So one of the things that we must do is we must get the eyeballs, the visibility into our shop. If all you did is learn this skill and you did nothing else, your business would just make a lot more money. Because let's say right now, every year you get 1,000 clients, but you want to go from 1,000 clients, I get you 2,000 clients. What's happened to your revenue? It's just doubled your revenue. So there are two ways we can do this. If you're watching this and you don't have a business, there's something even better for you. So number one, if you have a business and you want to earn more income, then we need to get the eyeballs. So there are lots of different ways you can get eyeballs. You can use, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Google, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. You can use list building. You can use solo advertising. You can use media buying. You can use referrals and affiliates. These are all people that can drive traffic into here, but we must come from multiple different actions. So how do we get all these eyeballs? So it's what we call the force multiplier effect, right? The FME, force multiplier effect. So the way this works is we cannot have one way to get people to our shop, and this is how most people are doing it. Do you know how many people I speak to and all they do is they rely on referrals to get business? Unfortunately, that's not going to work. So what we're going to do, it does work. I'm not saying it doesn't, but it's not scalable. Like, you can't just rely on that. So what we want is we want multiple coming from the top, coming from the bottom, coming from behind, from the top, from the C to this, direct on, some troops in there. So we want to have multiple different angles to get to our shop. And if you put all these channels out there, imagine the amount of visitors you're going to get. One of my cousins works in Victoria's Secret, and she says to me, what's the biggest thing that you got to do? And she says, well, our biggest thing we got to do is get people to our changing rooms. Why? Because what we realize is that 50% of people that try on clothes in the changing rooms end up buying something. So they've worked out their conversion metric. It's not to get people into the shop, it's to get people into the changing rooms. But we got to get people there in the first place. If people are not in the shop, they'll never go to the changing rooms. So we must know this step by step and to see how this is going to work. So I always say to everybody watching right now, have the eyeballs, using the force multiplier effect, and drive these into this. This is how over the last, I've been doing social media for like 10 years now, but it was only over the last 3 years that I gained over 5 million people following me on social media across all social media platforms, right? I built a huge list. And so because of that, I was able to force multiply all these different things to my shop in order to buy something. So again, if you don't have a business, guess what? If you learn this and you do this for businesses, you can actually take a fee. So one really good business model for those of you go, well, John, this is great, but I don't have a business. So what you do, you find somebody with a business and you say, let me get you more customers, and whatever they spend with you, I want 50% of the profit. So let's say you can get, 10,000, you can get people here and they spend 10,000, right? If you take 50% of that, you get 5,000 of that, but it might only cost you £1,000 to get people there, or $1,000. So this is a really good business model that's working right now, where we call, we're doing the marketing, and it's what we call commission-based marketing. Commission-based marketing. We help people get the traffic, we take a portion of the commission, and you let them do all the work. And so I really want to share this with you because there are two business models here. You choose one. And again, if you found this useful, do me a favor, like, comment, and share below. And also leave me a question. If you've got any questions about this, comment below. Or if you're doing this yourself, let me know what you're already doing and what's really working for you. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the subscribe button or click the follow button around this video, and so you don't miss out on all the new content that I produce. This is John Lee, the author of Business Hack. Bye for now.